What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Empirical Empires on what they teach you in high school. Hey, so far we have ventured through some of the world's oldest empires, from Mesopotamia to China to Rome. Today we're exploring the golden age of Islam and the rise and fall of the Abbasid Empire. Let's get into it. As the Roman Empire fell in the west and the Byzantine Empire maintained cultural relevance in the east, a new power was rising on the Arabian Peninsula. The rise of Islam in the 7th century CE would transform the political and cultural landscape in the Middle East, North Africa, and beyond. And at the heart of the rise of Islam is an empire we call the Abbasid or Abbasid Empire, a dynasty that would oversee one of the most remarkable periods of intellectual and cultural flourishing in human history. To understand the Abbasid Empire, we first must explore the foundations of Islam and the religion's spread throughout the 7th century and beyond. Islam means submission to God, and the religion emerged in the 7th century in the Arabian Peninsula. The religion was founded by the Prophet Muhammad, who Muslims believe received divine revelations from God. These revelations were written down into the Quran, Islam's holy book. The core beliefs of Islam include monotheism, or a belief in one God, the 5 pillars, which are declaration of faith, prayer, charity, fasting during Ramadan, and a pilgrimage to Mecca, and the prophetic tradition, recognizing a line of prophets including Abraham, Moses, and Jesus, with Muhammad as the final prophet. After Muhammad's death in 632 CE, his companions established the first Islamic state known as the Rashidun Caliphate. Caliphate meaning the rule of a caliph. Think king, kingdom, emperor, empire, caliph, caliphate. This period saw rapid expansion with religious zeal and effective military strategy to expand their empire. The Rashidun caliphs conquered vast territories, including Persia, Syria, Egypt, and parts of North Africa. The Umayyad Caliphate followed in 661 CE. They expanded the empire as far as Spain in the west and the borders of China in the east. The Umayyads established Arabic as the official language and established an Islamic coinage system. However, their perceived favoritism toward Arabs led to discontent amongst non-Arab Muslims. This led to the Umayyad Caliphate experiencing vast pressure from non-Arab Muslims who felt discriminated against within the society. In 750 CE, a revolution led by Abu al-Abbas as-Safa overthrew the Umayyads and established the Abbasid Caliphate. And listen, forgive me for the names. I'm trying my best, and I recognize that I've already botched like 100 throughout this very short series. This overthrow marked a vast cultural shift in the Islamic Empire. For instance, the Abbasid Caliphate moved the capital from Damascus to the newly founded Baghdad, as a signal to those that the Umayyad Caliphate was over. Under the early Abbasid caliphs, the empire consolidated its power and laid the foundation for an Islamic golden age. They established a complex bureaucracy, developed a sophisticated taxation system, and encouraged trade and cultural exchange along the Silk Road. The Abbasid Caliphate also made an important cultural shift. The Abbasid Empire instituted a more inclusive Islam, incorporating Persian, Greek, and Indian influences as they practiced the religion and built their culture. The period from the 8th to 13th century is considered the Islamic Golden Age, with Baghdad at its center. The Abbasid capital became the world's largest and most cultured city, earning the nickname the City of Peace. At the heart of the City of Peace was the House of Wisdom, a grand library and translation institute established by Caliph al-Mamun. Here, scholars from across the empire worked to translate texts from Greek, Persian, and Indian into the native Arabic language, preserving and building upon the knowledge of previous civilizations and empires. The period saw remarkable advances in various fields. Mathematics, with the development of algebra, the introduction of the decimal system, and significant progress in geometry and trigonometry. In astronomy, with the creation of advanced observatories and the refinement of earlier Greek and Indian astronomical models. Medicine, the establishment of the world's first hospitals and the compilation of comprehensive medical encyclopedias. In philosophy, with the preservation and expansion of Greek philosophical traditions, with thinkers like Al-Kindi making significant contributions. And literature, with the flourishing of poetry, prose, and storytelling, including works like 1001 Nights. The Abbasid Empire also saw technological advances, especially in the world of papermaking, which was taught to them by Chinese prisoners of war. This papermaking led to the expansion of bookmaking and the expansion of knowledge across the empire. Trade flourished under the Abbasids as well, with an expansive trade network from the Atlantic to the Indian Oceans. This not only brought vast wealth to the empire, but also cultural and technological innovations. And despite all of these achievements, even the Abbasid Empire is not immune to the rise and fall cycle that is empires. By the 9th century, cracks began to appear in the empire's foundation. One major flaw in the empire was its vast size. As with the Roman and Chinese empires that we previously explored, the Abbasids struggled to maintain control over their far-flung territories. Regional governors began to assert their independence, leading to the fragmentation of the empire. The Abbasid economy also faced challenges. The cost of maintaining a vast bureaucracy and military with dwindling tax revenue due to breakaway regions strained the empire's finances. Internal political struggle further weakened the empire. The creation of the Turkic slave soldier class, known as the Mamluks, was initially intended to provide the caliphs with a loyal military force. However, over time, the Mamluks gained increasing political power, eventually reducing the caliph to a figurehead. External threats also played a role in the empire's decline. The Crusaders from Europe posed a significant challenge in the 11th and 12th centuries, while the Byzantine Empire remained a constant threat. And when the Abbasid Empire began its collapse, other Islamic powers filled the void. The Fatimid Caliphate, the Umayyad Emirates of Cordoba, the Seljuk Empire, and the Ayyubid dynasty. These emerging powers, along with the internal and external conflicts within the empire, contributed to the Abbasids' decline. The final blow came in the 13th century with the Mongol invasion. In 1258, Hulagu Khan, grandson of Genghis Khan, sacked Baghdad, thus bringing an end to the Abbasid Caliphate. And in the wake of its collapse, 3 Islamic empires would ultimately emerge. The Ottoman Empire in Anatolia and the Balkans, the Safavid Empire in Persia, and the Mughal Empire in India. These gunpowder empires would dominate much of the Islamic world from the 16th to the 19th centuries. The rise and fall of the Abbasid Empire provides a fascinating case study in the cycle of imperial power. From its revolutionary rise to its golden age of cultural and intellectual innovation to its gradual and then all at once sudden collapse, the story of the Abbasid Empire echoes patterns of previous empires we've already explored. That's what I've got for you guys today. Thanks so much for watching Empirical Empires on what they teach you in high school. Hey, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that little bell button so you know I'm coming next time. Once again, my name is Jay, and I so appreciate you watching Empirical Empires. Peace.